welcome to today's Shavasana yoga sequence, and today it's all going to be about moving stagnant energy. We're going to be moving in slightly different ways, not going to be a lot of chaturangas or a lot of kind of up-down movement, just really focusing on the small parts of the body where there might be stuff, especially in the wrists, the ankles, the shoulders, where there's tension where we've been holding everything in. So we're going to start on the mat, lying on our back. If you have a block, I recommend you using it, but you absolutely don't need to. You can maybe grab a cushion or just go with it. I'll give you the options, but let's get going. So come down onto the mat. If you have a block, I'd like you to place it underneath your sacrum for a supported bridge. Knees up towards the sky. You could, if you wish, start with your legs straight up. We're going to start here, palms up or down, shoulders into the spine, coming to the natural breath. So natural breath flowing in through the nose and out through the nose. This may be the first time today or maybe in a week that you've connected to your breath, to take the time to do so. Feel how it feels. Remember, as always, no judgment, just be comfortable with what is. So whether it's racing or slow and deep, acknowledge that that is that and then be with it. At any point it's uncomfortable with the block underneath, just release and come onto your back. Or stay here and feel that your spine maybe starts to feel a bit funny as it starts to realign itself, melt in. As always, if the mind wanders, just bring it back to the breath. Giving yourself permission to be here today. And then take a big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, cleansing breath out. One more in your own time, big breath in and out. If you have a block underneath, just gently lift the hips up, remove the block and place your spine back onto the mat and then stretch the legs out long. Bring your hands to your belly. Start to make your breaths a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. Feeling the belly rise and fall as you breathe. See if you can breathe into the mid-back, to the sides. And then on your next inhale, move your hands up to your ribs. And now this time, breathe through the belly up to the ribs, expanding as much as you can. And then softening as you exhale. One more breath in and out here. And then your next inhale, bring your fingertips to your collarbones and breathe through the belly, into the ribs and up to the top of the collarbones. Using the full shape of the lungs and the back lungs, front, side. Making the collarbone smile as you inhale and soften as you exhale. One more round of breath in your own time. Inhale and exhale, and then drop the hands down to the mat. Let go of any breath. And then stretch the body out long as you possibly can. And then curl into a ball as small as you possibly can, bringing your chin to your chest. Then back goes down towards the floor, head resting on the mat, legs up towards the ceiling. You can always have a bent knee here, doesn't matter, so rather than straight, you can bend at a 90-degree angle. From here, we're going to drop the right leg down to the mat and pause there. And then right leg up towards the ceiling and drop the left leg down towards the hover off the mat. Breath in here. And up towards the ceiling one more time. If you're bending the knees, it would be a toe tap down towards the mat. Breath here. And then back up. And left leg down, whether that's straight or a toe tap. Breath here. And then bring them back up towards center. And then straighten the legs out, or again, you can have them bent, doesn't matter. And then we're going to rotate the right leg away from you, down towards the floor, up towards the ceiling. Now, if you're anything like me, my hip is just popping and going like mad, but this is the stagnant energy that's inside you. I like to soften the knees to get in a little bit more in the hips. If there's any pain or anything, please stop. But if it's just uncomfortable, keep rotating one more time with the right leg. Up towards the ceiling. And then the left leg, so left leg out towards the side. Pop, pop, pop. My hips are going crazy. 2 more. Use the breath. 1 more to make sure we've done 3 on both sides. Well done. Bring the knees, hug them in, head towards the knees. Make yourself as small as you can. And then back, spine back, head down to the mat. This time straighten the left leg, keep the right knee in and just move the hips side to side. Using the breath. If you wish, you can go for a rotation. Or just stay keeping it in, squeezing it in, moving side to side. Anything that you feel that you need to get rid of the tension in the hips. I'm going to apologise now. I think my Amazon delivery is coming at any point, so we might hear a knock on the might hear the doorbell go. Ignore it. And then other side, so bring the right knee in, bring the head down to the chin, down to the chest, and then swap sides, head down to the mat, right leg out, left knee in, and again you can go with rotations side to side. Do what you need to do to get rid of anything in this area. Keep moving, moving intuitively, moving as you need to. If you're doing any rotations, make sure you've done equal on both sides. And then again, bring the right knee in to match the left, bring the head to the knees. And then drop the feet down to the mat, keeping the knees up. Bring your hands behind your head for sleeping twist. So we're keeping Our body and our arms where they are, but we're just going to move the knees over to the left. Now nothing needs to hit the floor, just wherever it is, feeling the stretch down the side, an area that we don't really quite touch in the hips. If you wish for a deeper stretch, you can gaze towards the right with the knees towards the left. And then back up through centre, knees over to the right, head over to the left, or just up towards the ceiling. Keep the shoulders grounded onto the mat. Breathing here. And then back up to centre. From here, grab your hands underneath the backs of your knees and then rock and roll side to side, left and right, to massage the spine. And then rock and roll forwards and backwards. So forwards and backwards, going up and down through the spine, releasing again any energy that's blocked, any tension here. Let's go for 2 more rock and rolls forward and back, and then land to a comfortable seat with the legs out straight. Here, sit up nice and tall. If it's uncomfortable to sit like this, place your block underneath your bottom. It's a good alternative. Or you can place your back against the wall. Here, we're going to start with the feet. So soften the knees and then straighten the right foot away from you, breathing here. And then flex the right foot up. Maybe your heel lifts up as far back as you can, using the thighs. And then again, point the toe away from you. And then bring it back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. One more time. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And then just release here. And feel any kind of sensation that's running up and down your leg. Shake it out. Other side. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, flex the left foot back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, flex back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward, last time. Exhale, back. And then here, release the left foot and just feel any sensations that are running up and down it. Flex the feet. Now this time we're going to do both toes bending away and then flex them back. Toes forward, toes back, toes forwards. And when you bring them back, bring the knees back and the thighs back towards your core as well. One more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. And just release, shake them out. Inhale, bring the right knee in. Exhale, straighten the leg. So you can place it, your hands underneath your calves, your thighs. If it doesn't straighten as much as possible, however it comes, just be with it. If this is your straight, this is your straight. So inhale, squeeze the leg in. Exhale, straighten the leg out. Inhale, squeeze the knee in. Exhale, straighten the leg out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then drop that right leg down. You can already feel sensations, everything releasing in the right, left, right hip, right leg. We're doing it. The work is happening. Bring the right knee in. So you can clasp under your ankle, under your calf, your thigh, whatever you need to do. Squeeze the leg in, inhale. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, squeeze, lift up. Exhale, straighten. One more time. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, straighten. And then just drop that leg. Feel anything that you feel. Half butterfly. So we're going to bring in the left foot onto the right foot. Now if this is too much, you can just place the right leg, sorry. If it's too much, you can place the left foot into the thigh on the mat, or if you can, bring it up on a cross. You can always use a block like this, and we're just going to breathe here. If you wish to, you can massage the foot. It's quite nice. Release any tension. There, soften into the hips. Now wherever you are, whether the foot is against the thigh or on the thigh, sit up onto the sitting bones, place the left hand onto the left knee, inhale, lift the leg up, and then exhale, gently push the knee down. Inhale, bring the leg up. Exhale, push it down gently. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, push it down. And then just sit in it for a moment. Flex the right foot, maybe do a little lean forward, a little lean back. And then bring the left knee in, foot flat, straighten the left leg. Onto the other side, same thing again. So bring the right knee in, turn the right knee out. You can place the right foot against the left thigh, or bring it on top. You can place the block underneath. Now hips may be different. My hip is completely different on this side. It just does not want to let go. That's okay. Big breath in. And then grab the right knee with the right hand. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, push it down. Inhaling up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, down. And then release the hands. You can maybe come forward if you did on the last one, and back. Shake the legs out, and then bring the right knee in, straighten the right leg. Hopefully you're feeling nice and loose now. Full butterfly, so toes together, knees wide. It doesn't matter about how close you bring your heels in right now. It's finding the place where you can release any tension that's there. So we're never holding on to our ankles. It's either the toes or the legs. Find your spot right up on your sitting bones. Again, you can place a block underneath your bum to give yourself some height. And here, just as you inhale, straighten your spine. Exhale, soften the hips. There's a very slight movement. Inhaling, straightening the spine, ground down. And then exhale, softening the hips. You might not move at all, but it's just the breath releasing anything in the hips. Two more rounds of breath in here. Inhaling in, spine straight. Exhale, soften. And then bring your knees in together. Shake the hips out just a moment, shake the legs. Now here you have a choice of how you'd like to sit. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit on your knees, just somewhere where you can move your hands, wrists, elbows and shoulders and neck. So I'm going to place a block underneath for me so it's comfortable right now. Start off with the hands out in front of you. Thumbs up towards the ceiling, pinkies down towards the floor, hands and arms at shoulder width, and then squeeze the hands in. Stretch the fingers out wide. So inhale, place the thumbs inside this time, squeeze. Exhale. Repeat, squeeze. Exhale. 2 more times, squeeze in. Exhale, release. 1 more time, squeeze. And release. Now, flex the hands, palms away from you, fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then bend the right wrist so the fingers are down, and then flex back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. 1 more time. Exhale down. Inhale up. Now keep that one where it is and just repeat on the right. So exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. 1 more. Exhale down. Inhale up. And then gently just release the hands. If you had any tension in your neck, you may feel it now. So just shake around. Shake the wrists out. That was quite intense on the wrists, but also they should feel quite good right now. Bring both hands out again, shoulder width height, palms up to the ceiling this time. Inhale, squeeze the hands towards the shoulders. Make sure we're not lifting the elbow up too high so it keeps that nice straight line from the shoulder. And then exhale, release. Left, inhale, fingers touch the shoulder. Exhale, release. Inhale, right hand. Exhale, release. Inhale, right. Exhale, release. 1 more time, both sides. Drop the shoulders into the spine if you find they're lifting. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then again, drop the arms down. Shake it all out. And then this time, bring both fingertips to the shoulders. Inhale, lift your arm or elbow up towards the ceiling on the right. Exhale, drop it right around and feel if you can rotate around the whole shoulder blade. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 1 more, inhale up. Exhale down. Left side, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Well done. Again, move the shoulders, move the spine. Now for the neck. So inhale, roll the head over to the right side. Inhale. Exhale down over to the left. Inhale. Exhale down, chin down to chest. Exhale, inhale over to the right and repeat. So you can close the eyes down. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale Inhale up and just repeat 2 more times. Moving over to both sides. Come back through center after you've repeated 2 more times, and then up and down. So inhale, back, exhale down, and come back to center. Now this time inhale down, exhale back to center. Now whichever way felt more comfortable for you, whether the inhale up or the inhale down, you work with that. But when you go back, keep length in your spine. So rather than shutting everything off in the spine, keep length, roll the shoulders into the spine, and then down the other way. Two more times in your own breath, whatever that looks like. Breath in or breath out, up or down. And then come back through center. And then rub your palms together. Rub your hands together, creating heat. Make sure you don't burn yourself, but when you've got enough heat, press your palms of your hands into your eyes. Inhaling in, exhale out, and then release the hands. Come back onto your bum with your legs straight. Again, if it's uncomfortable, you can have the knees bent. You can place a block underneath here. Bring your arms out in front of you. Inhale, lift the left arm up behind you. Twist. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back to center. Inhale up. Exhale down towards the back of your mat. Inhale up. Back through center. Other side, right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, arm back. Inhale up. Exhale, back through center. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Back through center. You can repeat that if actually it was really uncomfortable but you want to work through the movement. You can repeat 2 more times. Or here, even with the legs bent, whatever works for you, we're going to move forwards and backwards. Inhale forwards. Exhale backwards. Inhale forwards. Exhale backwards. Come back through center. Any tension in the shoulders, just release the jaw. Now here, clasp the hands together. So you can stay with the forwards and backwards, the spinal twist. You can stay here, moving forwards and backwards. Or you can clasp the hands. It's called like moving around a big pot of soup or stew, or whatever you want to call it. Inhale, coming forward, rotating the hips. Exhale, coming back. Other way. Inhale, forward. Exhale, come back. One more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. And then through center. Bend the knees, just shake the legs out to the sides. Well done, everyone. If you have a block, please use this for your squats. If not, just embrace the squat. So we're coming up into yogi squat. Yogi squat here. Let your feet go as wide as the mat. Here I can't do a yogi squat without lifting my heels. Some of you can go flat. It depends on the shape of your hips, and that's all good. If you have a block, sit on it. I would recommend that you do it that way rather than that way, so you don't feel like you're sat on a bicycle. Place it underneath, and if you can, feet flat on the mat. Here, breathe. If this is too high for you, you can always make it lower. Do what works for you. If you're cool without a block, go for it. But if you have one, It just grounds down through your sitting bones and lifts up through your crowns. At the moment our hands are just comfortable, but now I want you to palms out, stretch your fingers out. I want you to put your elbows by your legs, your knees, and just squeeze outwards. And then soften into this. Heart and chest are up, but drawing the ribs in. Shoulder blades into the spine. Keep the fingers activated. Breathing deeply. And then bring your feet in where you feel like you can move through your hips, forward in your hips, and come up to standing. And then can you sit back down, watching if you're on a block, and you don't slip and fall and hurt yourself. Slow movements, inhaling forward, exhale, come up to standing, and then inhale, coming back down, watching yourself on the block, exhale. One more time, inhale, forward, lift up, exhale, coming down with an inhale, and then exhale, sitting on your block or down onto your bum. Now from here, gently, you might need to balance yourself on a block, bring your feet so they're facing the front, and then exhale, forward fold, coming up. You can go for a traditional forward fold or ragdoll where your feet are wider than hips width, bending the knees, hanging over the body. Here, place the hands on the shins or the mat or above your knees, and heel toe your feet in towards hips width. Halfway lift, take a big breath in, roll the shoulders into the spine. Imagine you're squeezing a pencil in between your shoulder blades, gaze forwards. Inhale and exhale here. And then forward fold. And roll up through the spine, making sure you're moving vertebrae by vertebrae. Your shoulders and your head and hands are the last things to come up towards the ceiling. Fingertips towards the sky, palms touch. Exhale, bring them down through heart center. Bring your thumbs to forehead and just massage here. Third eye chakra, releasing any tension in the hair, in the eyebrows. Move your hands down towards your neck and just play around here, massaging yourself. Anything, release any tension, squeeze in, push down. Move up through the jaw, maybe the temples, eyes, whatever you need, and then bring them hands back down to heart center, thumbs touching chest. And then inhale, extended mountain pose. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling, gaze up towards your fingers. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands above or below the knees. Exhale, high plank or onto tabletop, whatever works for you. If you're in high plank, push your heels away and imagine you're pushing the weight up towards the ceiling in your shoulders. If you're in tabletop, keep the spine neutral. Hands directly underneath shoulders, knees directly underneath hips. Everyone, push back, downward facing dog wherever you are. Move and align your hands and your feet where you need to, ensuring they're both 12 o'clock. You can't see the heels if you were to look back. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down. 3 breaths here. If you need to soften the knees, please do. Options here for 3-legged dog on the right side, so left foot comes in center, right leg goes up. Or you can drop down the left knee. You can still do the same in tabletop. Wherever you are, make sure the hips stay parallel to the mat. We're not turning out. toe to the ceiling. And then bend the right knee and open the hip out to the side. And then drop the right foot down, whether that's in tabletop or downward facing dog. Other side, so right foot or knee comes into the center, left leg up, keep the hips down towards the ground. And then bend the left knee and then open the left hip out, whether it's in downward facing dog or tabletop. One more big breath in here. And then everyone drop down, knees to the mat, child's pose. Knees go out wide, toes together. You can bring a block down to your third eye chakra, the forehead, and stretch the fingertips forward, hips back. And then again, repeating what we just did. So downward facing dog or tabletop, hips up to the sky. If you're in downward facing dog, three-legged dog on the right side, so left foot comes in center, right leg up. Bend the right knee and open it out to the side. The right toe comes back behind you. Bring it back down through center. And then left leg up, right leg in center. Bend the knee, open it out to the side, left foot comes back behind you. And then drop both down into child's pose again. Place your block if you have it under your forehead. One more breath in here. Into tabletop. Moving through cat and cow, feeling anything that comes up. Inhale, forward, chest forward, gaze forward. Exhale, reverse the cat. Inhaling forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Come back to center. Curl the toes underneath. Come up onto the knees for a toe stretch. Try and get as many toes as you can underneath you. For me, it seems physically impossible to do that, so my toes just don't fit. Breathe here. Ground down for your sitting pose. Lift up for your pelvis, shoulders back. Releasing any energy here, anything blocked. One more breath in and out. Finishing off with half pigeon. Come back through tabletop or straight to downward facing dog, depending on you. And then move your way, your right knee comes forward for half pigeon on the right side. So many options here. So you can place the block underneath your right hip or your right bum, but make sure we're staying in the center. Always come up onto your fingertips first. Lengthen as you come down to your edge. Your edge could be here, it could be here, it could be full down. You can have a block under your head. Do what works for you. If this doesn't work, 90-90. So you've got the legs straight, straight, and then again you can kind of wedge a block behind you or underneath and come forward. Wherever you are, ensure that you're center in your hips, so you're not off to one side or the other. Hold for 5 breaths. And gently come out of this. So you can move through downward facing dog, or you can come onto your bum and just swing the left leg round, and then windmill the right behind you for the left side. Set yourself up in however way that looks for half pigeon on the left side. Always lift the front of the pelvis and the body and the spine first before you melt down to the mat. When you're at your edge, 5 breaths here. Push the back leg into the mat for a deeper stretch, more active stretch. Or soften if you just want to melt down. And after your 5 breaths, gently again come back up through centre. Now this time, everyone in their bum, swinging their legs around to meet each other, coming onto the spine. Toes together, knees wide, Supta Buddha Konasana. Ensure the lower spine is on the mat, palms up towards the ceiling. Close the eyes down. Come back to the natural breath. Maybe just become aware of any areas that may have released, or any areas where you found unwanted tension. Can you breathe into them and let go? Inhale in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then stretch the legs out long for Shavasana. More narrow if you don't want to switch off, or you feel like you might drift off to sleep, or go wide with the legs and the arms if you feel like the mind is busy. Shavasana. Let go of anything that you don't need. Now's the time to just be with yourself on the mat. Some movement to your fingers, to your toes, your wrists, your ankles, your hips, your head. Stretch out long, arms above your head, lengthen out as much as you can. And then roll over to one side, place your hands underneath your cheeks and your head. Keep the eyes closed. And then using your right hand or left hand to push you up towards the ceiling, come to a comfortable seat. If you can, keep the eyes closed. And then in this comfortable seat, let's rub the hands together again, creating heat and a friction. And then when they're warm, place your palms on your eyes closed. And then release your hands, but place your index fingers into your ears and push them down. And hum here. It sounds weird and you'll look weird, but embrace it. It's amazing. So close the ears and hum. And release the fingertips. Bring the hands to heart center. Thumbs to forehead. Bow for Namaste. Namaste. Thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed that session, getting rid of all the stagnant energy in your body, and I hope you have a fab rest of your day. Bye.